You look back in 1880, we were able to build, well, I shouldn't say we, but as a country, because I wasn't there, obviously, Canada built a 5,000 kilometer coast to coast Atlantic to Pacific railway to unite Western Canada, what wasn't Western Canada, but now is Western Canada, with the rest of the country. And at the time, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC were going to become part of the United States. They'd gotten Alaska. They wanted to form all that entire coastline. And John Macdonald, Canada's biggest patriot and hero, said, you know what, if we build a railway and connect you to our communities and connect to all the communities that you have along the way, will you join? They said yes. They said, you can't do this. It's going to take 10 years. They got it done in less than 5. If your why for how you're doing something is strong enough, the how will take care of itself. How you get it done, it'll find a way. They will get it done. And then you fast forward to today. And I think we've all heard of the Chateau Lake Louise. It's one of the most famous hotels in Canada. It was a railway hotel built by that same Canadian Pacific Railway along the route to bring tourists across the country. And a beautiful hotel. And it's not like the other national park properties where you lease the land. They built the hotel and then the park was established. So Oxford Properties, who owns the Chateau Lake Louise, owns the land. It took them 5 years to build a 5,000 kilometer steel ribbon railway from coast to coast with nothing previously. The Chateau Lake Louise just opened up a thermal pool, a hot springs pool, that took them 15 years to get the piece of paper to approve them to build the pool. Why? This is the land they already own. They have owned since 1882 when the hotel was open. Why is that? Oh, the squirrels. We're going to hurt the squirrels. Oh my God, and the trees. The lake might get upset. Oh my God. We got to do a study. It's going to take us 5 years to do a study to make sure that building a pool won't hurt anybody. It's the land of mediocrity. There is no desire to build, to accomplish, to do anything. This is one of the things that fascinates me the most about the Europeans that came here. They came with the goal to conquer, to explore, to get more than what they had before, to build better than what they had before. And that masculine essence to go and do that and achieve, when I got nothing with me. I might get mauled by a grizzly bear. I could fall in the river and float down and die in the middle of winter. I don't know. But their desire to get it done and their desire for excellence and achievement superseded all of that to go and accomplish things. I find that so inspirational, the way that they've done that. And you also look at the same time, okay, it takes 15 years to get a permit to build a damn pool. But maid, medical assistance, and dine, you want to off yourself this morning? We can get that done for you by this afternoon. Matter of fact, we got a bit of a lineup today. We can do that for you tomorrow. 15 years to build a pool, an afternoon to off yourself. This is where we are at as a country. It's insane. If you want to off yourself, we can get that done. If you want to reproduce, oh boy, good luck finding a woman qualified with the low inventory quality we have in this country. Good luck finding a woman qualified to have kids with. And if you do have a kid, you're probably only going to have one because she's going to be in her 30s, because women in their 20s don't want to have kids. And remember, it's very oppressive for women to have kids. It's terrible. It's awful that you would give them the joy of having a child, the same joy that my mother gets every single time that she sees me, the same joy that I get when I see the joy in her eye when she spends time and sees me. The same mother that birthed me. I am the child that she birthed and gives her that joy. Most women will never get a chance to appreciate. But if for somehow, some way, you manage to find a woman in her 30s that is willing to reproduce with you, you're only going to have one. And we're going to drive your cost of living up so high that you'll have no opportunity to parent and form the kid into what you want, and your standards are going to be in the system, via the university, high school, daycare, etc., propaganda, all-you-can-eat buffet. And there's a better chance that we're going to turn your kid trans, your son trans, than them actually becoming the man that you want them to be. Oh, and your daughter? Don't worry, we have a plan for her as well. If you have one kid and it's only a daughter, we are going to empower her. Femme movement, don't you worry. We're going to make sure she's really empowered to get plowed by dozens of dudes on spring break and backpack across the world and settle at 30 because you don't want to be oppressed. Have fun, right? Girls just want to have fun. I just find that amazing that most of these women will never experience the joy that my mother has every time I see her and gets to spend time with me. Like that, at the end of the day, like, we are part of the male-female species, the mammal species. We are here to reproduce like everybody else. And we are only here to reproduce. That is the goal of every single species on this planet, except for humans, where the goal apparently is backpacking and traveling and going to music festivals and bullshit hockey games that don't mean anything at the Olympics because you can start drinking at 5 a.m. And while your son also doesn't achieve any excellence or do any of the things that our founding fathers did, don't worry. We're going to tax your ass at 54%, And that taxation will bring in some Somali family with 17 kids and a 500 square foot studio apartment, and we'll give them a life of luxury. Your tax dollars will give them to the tune of $80,000 a year while you make 60 and are taxed into poverty. And don't forget, you're a terrible person. We hate you. But the next election might change things. 2 to 4 years.